Welcome back to Rum Tinglers channel. Are you ready to see some Rum Tingles? This was one of the changes Polysseums I won, and you can see this bracket was absolutely loaded. Cause like my Jakic, he won a Polysseum tournament. McRoy won a Polysseum tournament. Raichu is like, I think he's like at the moment third best player in the Polysseum tournament. Wenny Boy is an amazing player, and also Haruchai. This bracket was absolutely amazing. There were so many good players, and the first game we are gonna show is against Magic, which is this game, and we got Mindbender's gameplay over here. So yeah, we just move, we move into both directions. We meet them here. Fortunately for us, they didn't go double warrior in the same direction. They went split warrior in to the sides, and we were able to get this village first. If they went double warrior, they would have gotten that village, and I would have been in trouble. Capture. Get an explore immediately to see what's going on. We get the vision on their capital. That's just amazing. That's what you want to see. We get meditation from the ruin, by the way, so you might know where is this going. But they get pop. That upgrades their capital. And they get a border growth because they're thinking, okay, with border growth I can get 2 giants here easily, maybe even 3. We kill this warrior, move in, we step like this, so they can train an archer or a rider, because I'm gonna siege him. If they do, they can train a warrior, but yeah, warrior is good enough. If I had 3 warriors I would have been able to kill it, but I don't. We get pop and upgrade our capital and get the lighthouse. Now we still need smittery or forestry to get a giant there. We get, what did I get here? Oh yeah, I got philosophy here, didn't I? Yeah, for the memes. This is the semifinals and I went for freaking philosophy. You know me, we gotta do the funny play over here. We got mining and philosophy. And upgrade this city. They get their first giant, 2 mines, we reveal another village. Now we are moving here with these warriors back here. So if they move off, if these giants move, let's say here, and they don't have another giant or a swordman, I will be able to siege. So yeah, that's what we are planning. And they get a smittery, and they get another giant. This is 2 giants, 2 freaking giants. That's why I went for philosophy, by the way, because with smittery I can only get 1 giant here. That's it. And in the border growth here, is gonna be very expensive. So yeah, that's why I went for philosophy here. Yeah, I got forestry, upgrade this city, and we upgrade this city. And guess what we get? You know it, I got a freaking Mindbender. Let's go, baby. Like and subscribe for more Mindbender gameplay. Let's go. And do they see? I think they see it, right? Yeah, they do see it. Like, what the heck is this guy doing? He's getting Mindbenders. And it works out because they can kill it, if this giant goes forward, they can train a cheap unit, but they need like an archer rider, but they need 2 riders to kill a mindbender. And they're now afraid of me. Giant pushing my mindbender. But no, if a giant pushes this mindbender is going to the middle. It's going here. It's not going here towards them. But like still, they're still afraid of it. Okay, so yeah, we got a mindbender, and the threat is here. If I move my mindbender closer and train another mindbender, because they can't kill it. And guess what? We go for the lighthouse. Look at this. We upgrade. We upgrade this. Get a giant. Yep, and upgrade this once more. We are chilling. Why would I do it? I have Mindbenders, the best unit in the game. We got this. And we move my Mindbender here. I was thinking, do I move it here? Because if I move it here, I can do some shenanigans. But I don't want this Mindbender to get hit by the warriors. So I just moved it there. Now they're moving in a different direction. Yep, but I have my giant coming in, and look at this. I'm now moving in with my warriors here. Because if they in 2 turns, if I train a warrior, I'm gonna siege them, so their giant can't actually move closer to me because of this mindbender, and because I'm gonna siege him here, unless they got a swordman. They probably got a swordman, right? We upgrade this city, get smittery, and now with smittery we can get a giant in this city and in this city, because we have forestry. We kill this unit. They moved their giant back. They're scared. They get riding. They get a giant. Now we're gonna kill the warrior. Do we train another mindbender? No, we get a giant. We can go full strong. Yeah, but now we are moving in with this mindbender, and you know what? We are moving in with the mindbender. We don't even need giants before it. We are just the mindbenders are the scariest units in the game. Trust me, they're the best units. And we get a giant. They did block us this mine, so we had to do it like this. But that's fine. We still got a giant, and I think they resigned here, which is honestly a fair play. We got another mindbender here. I was thinking about getting a border grid here and then mind bending the giant, but they moved it here. This mind bender would have went to the middle, because it would have went here, I think. Wait, where is the middle? So middle is here. It would have went here, so it would have moved here, and I would have been able to mind bend the giant, but they moved it big here, unfortunately. And they also quit. Unfortunately. But don't worry, the next two games are insane as well. So we are now in the finals. Let's see the first game. The first game is against Raichu, again, amazing player. Yeah, we just move straight to the middle. Our density, yeah, it's looking okay. There's probably a village here. There can be any villages here. There could be, there's probably a village here. And yeah, we see this, look at this. There's 5 mines here. With forestry, we get a giant. With hunting, not forestry. We get mining, of course. We move forward, we get another workshop. So we are just chilling. We get an explorer. Why did I get an explorer here? Yeah, I got an explorer here because I wanted to meet them and maybe get a lighthouse, so I don't need to move my warrior back. And yeah, we meet them. So getting an explorer here is actually better than just moving your warrior back, because there's usually nothing here and your warrior is just gonna lose momentum. It's better to do it this way, because you're gonna upgrade your capital that way. If you have 2 mines and you're not gonna lose momentum with that warrior. You upgrade that city and we train 3 warriors. We upgrade this city, we might as well, because we're getting a giant here. We are ignoring this ruin because we want to expand. Kill that warrior, heal, and move in, smack this one, because we want to challenge him for this village. We get a population growth. Yes, this smithy spot is very juicy, but I can't really. It's not really worth it to get a border growth. And we see they captured this village. We also see that the capital must be somewhere here. And we have less cities than them, so they have 4 cities, that's why we are lower in score, while we only have... Actually, our spawn was... I wouldn't... Yeah, maybe I should have just moved straight to the middle, but I didn't like this mountain. We got a giant, and we get stars here. We are planning on getting forestry and smithery. We siege there, but they are able to unsiege. We got a swordman and smithery. Yeah, that was a swordman and smithery from the ruin. It's just amazing. Do I get a border growth here? Yeah, I do get a border growth, because I don't want to smith. I don't want to get forestry, and I got a giant. And they got archery. Archery is really strong against giants. It's very hard. It's almost impossible to counter, because knights are pretty hard. By the time we get knights, we get fishing, of course. You know me, we gotta get fishing, and we place this juicy smithery. But yeah, that's why I get a border growth, because for this mine too. So this smithery, this forge spot was able to give me another giant instantly. You just start spamming swordmen. They have a bunch of archers. It's looking not so good for me, but we have probably an advantage in giants. We're just moving slowly because swordmen and giants, but they have archery. We're gonna get another giant, think we? Yeah, another giant with forestry. We chop this forest and chop once more, because we are planning on getting another giant here, I think. Yeah, with mathematics if I need to do it. That's why I chopped those. Just start shooting my giants. Very unfortunately, they're not gonna die. But we have so many units at this point. But they also have a lot of archers that are very hard to deal with. We start slapping their archers. Get another city here, and I think I get an explorer here. Yep, explorer. I need to get that last lighthouse. If I get the last lighthouse, it's gonna be way easier. And we see they actually don't have a great spawn, because let's see. I mean, they have a tier 2 forge spot here that gives them a giant, I think. 205. Yeah, that's a giant with population growth. They can also get a border growth here, and this is a giant with forestry. They already have forestry. So wait, what decks do they have? They have almost the same as me, except they have archery instead of smithery. But yeah, this was still very close. I don't know why they surrendered, because they have a lot of archers. I don't know, I guess their economy was bad. Let's see, my economy 12. I have 19. Yeah, it's a little bit better. I have also giants and warriors that's just gonna kill all those archers. Yeah. And let's look at the second game. The second game, should I spoil it? Okay, I don't think I'll spoil it. So yeah, our spawn is looking very bad. Like, as you can see, their cities are closer to them than to me, because their density is just better. Their density is definitely better, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, we're somehow going to end up with 5, 5 in cities, which is just amazing for me. And yeah, unfortunately, yeah, their capital is also kind of closer to the middle, which is very unfortunate for me. But yeah, we're still gonna try to win this. Yeah, we move like that. We see they capture that village, so we move towards this village. We have great smithery spots though, this and this, and that could lead us into potential markets. We meet them here. They're gonna get, unfortunately, they're gonna get the ruin right next to my capital. Yep, let's fast forward a bit. Yeah, so we're just upgrading. We got smithery for the giant. They're pushing with the giant. Let's see what they are doing. Yeah, looks like they went for forestry instead of smithery. They're gonna push a giant here. They're playing very passive. They're playing very economic. Yeah, let's look at our view. Get the lighthouse. Yeah, this city, unfortunately for us, is absolutely useless. And also this one. This one is better, but we can upgrade. At least we can upgrade once more, but this one is useless because we got forest smithery. Yep. Oh, we got forestry too. Yeah, we upgrade this city, get another giant. Yeah, but this tier 4 forge here is saving us at the moment. I wasn't planning on getting markets, but I did get markets this game for some reason. If I was planning on getting markets, I would have not placed a lumber hut here. Yeah, we got another giant. We're just pushing with the giants right now. Let's see what are they doing. They got a catapult, okay. Now they're spamming catapults. We got archery, moving with their giants, and they got markets. Let's look at it again. Yep. That's the market. Now I'm freaking scared because they have a better economy. They are at 40 stars per turn. I need to get markets of my own. We start shooting some of the catapults, but that's not gonna be enough. And we get trade too for this juicy markets, but it's a tier 7 and this tier 3. So we are now at 37 stars and they are at, I think, something like 50. Yeah, 52, which is insane. They shoot my giant and get a bunch of swordmen and a catapult. Yep. They got sawmills now, get a lot of more markets. Yeah, and we also got a knight. We had to chop some forest for it. Wait, yeah, we got it this turn, so I had to chop some forest for it. I wanted that knight right away. They're moving, killing my giant, unfortunately. Connecting all their cities, getting more markets. They are now at 55 stars per turn, which is amazing. We're moving in swordmen, we are killing some of the giants, we are killing their catapult, and yeah, we're going for this knight chain here. I mean, it's not really a knight chain, it's just a catapult snipe and a damage on the giant. They kill it, they move in with the giant, and I think, yeah, this is the turn. I placed a temple here. That was a misclick, and that misclick I think cost me the game. If I didn't misclick there, I had a better chance to. I don't think it. I'm not gonna say it cost me the game. I said it already, but I had a way better chance to win the game if I didn't misclick that. Unfortunately, I did, and that's how we lost the game eventually. Because this temple is 20 stars. This temple cost me 20 stars, and yep, we lost the game because of it. We were in a defensive position because we didn't have enough money to train units. And let's see the finals. The finals are very important. They also got markets too. Let's see our view. So yeah, we are moving double warrior to the middle. We want the middle, we want the vision. We see them. They went for the lighthouse early on and they didn't capture. They didn't even challenge me for any villages, which is interesting. Yeah, very interesting. The spawn is looking, yeah, our capitals, 1, 2, 3. I guess mine is a little bit closer to the middle. It's 1, 2, 3 away from. Yeah, there is. Yeah, mine is 4 tiles. There is 3 tiles, 2 tiles, 2 tiles. Yeah. So yeah, the spawn is looking 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Spawn is looking actually pretty balanced in my opinion. The only thing is that I have the host advantage. Okay, so I get the middle village, but you're gonna see what happens. We move in trying to steal this village. Yep, and we do succeed. So they go for the ruin, get upgrade, capture, mining. And they got riding. What did they get from the ruin? What did they get from the ruin? Oh, they got pop from the ruin. That's their first giant. Turn 6 giant. Wow, that's a turn 6 giant. That's crazy. Yep. I go for some more vision. We are still up. Yeah, we got an explorer here actually. I wanted to get some vision, and unfortunately I don't get the North Lighthouse, but that's fine. They're trying to do some rider roads here, and we see a giant coming in, and I'm like, don't panic, don't panic. We can't get a giant. We can't actually get a giant anywhere. They're gonna probably attack this city, and I can't actually get a giant. I need forestry and a Park of Fortune and smithy to get a giant here, because I need 9 more pop here, unfortunately. I'm like, don't panic, we are gonna give up that city. I should have went with an explorer there too, but okay, that's fine. We upgrade our cities, train warriors, they're pushing with the giant, and they captured this village. There was a village here, but it wasn't that good. Like, it had only 3 forests and 2 animals, so that's fine. And we see they have another giant. So another giant is coming in, and this giant is at our doorsteps. Now we are almost crying. We are, what the heck, how am I gonna deal with this? Yeah, I'm gonna need to sacrifice that village, that city. But no, we don't sacrifice it yet. We get a swordman, which was actually a mistake. I was thinking maybe I get a swordman so they can siege it this turn. But they actually got 2 roads and slammed my swordman and sieged. Which is just absolutely brutal. But now, because they're getting this city, our capital is in danger. They're gonna have 3 cities and roads. Their units are moving very fast to get to my capital. It's gonna be very hard for me to defend my capital, even with a giant. My giant is in jeopardy here. We have a swordman and a giant and a veteran swordman and a warrior, but they got markets. Whoa, what? They actually got markets here. It's kind of crazy. They got markets here, insane. Kill the warrior, move in with a giant. Upgrade some of our cities, just upgrading slowly, don't panic, I keep telling to myself, don't panic, and we see that 2 giants and 2 swordmen, and a rider here is moving. They're moving all of their troops to my capital. They're trying to snipe my capital. We're gonna try to defend it. It's gonna be very hard, but we are gonna never surrender. And we get a pop ruin. That's amazing. It's gonna allow us to get another giant if it needed. We move here with a giant so they can train I don't know, a cloak or a mindbender or maybe a catapult, and so they can do any funky plays. I'm not a fan of funky plays. Yeah, we upgrade that city. We train another warrior in the capital. They try to siege here and they do succeed, so but I can pop a giant there. So they're trying to distract me from getting my giant. We slam all of our units here into this giant, and this giant is now pretty low, but it's not dead. You know, you gotta kill the giant. You can't just let it live. We get a border road here, so we can get a more easier giant. Yep, and to block the roads too, we get a giant. Yeah, but we don't really care about these cities. Even if we lose 1 city, we are still gonna be in an advantageous position. Are we? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're gonna have 5 cities against their 4. They are gonna have roads though. So yeah, in a slightly advantageous position. They kill some more units here. And they got another giant here. Yep, they do. We try to siege the city, but now they have this giant here. It's very scary for us. So we are at 23 stars per turn. 22 stars per turn. They are at 20 stars per turn, even though we have double the cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, almost double the cities, right? Yeah. Now they're threatening the siege here, which is very bad for me. If they do succeed sieging that city, I can train another giant, but I don't want to really train another giant because you don't want to give this giant an opportunity to hit your giant first, because then it's gonna take a lot of damage. Your giant is gonna take a lot of damage. Giants hit harder than they defend. Their attack is higher than their defense. It's not like their crab. It's all the same if you attack or defend. And yep, do they siege? Yep, they siege. With roads play, and they pop a giant in that city. So they have 4 giants here. Yet this one is not full health, but it's still a giant. 4 giants incoming in. We have 1 giant here, which is very far, and 132 HP giant here protecting the city. We are one pop away from a giant in our capital, and look what we got. We got fishing, of course. You know we gotta get fishing from a ruin. It's not a random video if you don't. On dry lands, I never get fishing when I'm playing on lakes or something, or continents, but I always get it on dry lands. Yep, we smack the giant, we get a workshop, and we place a Park of Fortune because we can actually get more giants here with roads. They get another market, get some more units more. They're now moving back with this giant. I don't think this was the right play. I think they should have pressured it right away. Now we are killing some of the swordmen, some of the support units, and getting hunting so we can upgrade the city once more, because we need forestry too. We get a border road. We are actually not going for a giant there. I could have just easy giant mine and hunt animal. It's very cheap. Did I do it though? No, I went for a border road here because I value this giant more because it's safe. It's closer. They're just killing some of the units with a giant, slamming my giant, killing my giant. Yeah, they're gonna kill it with warrior, and they get a catapult. Now this giant is gonna be very toasted. But we are also moving onto the capital. We are suiciding. This is a last Hail Mary of theirs, which might work out. We need all of our units or all our reinforcements at our capital, which is about to get sieged, and we are not gonna be able to unsiege it. Or are we? We get a swordman, and we push our swordman, and we get a upgrade this. It's a even trade, so we do it. We get also riding, because riding is gonna give us roads, and roads are gonna give us a lot of connections and a lot of population, because we have a lot of cities. Yeah, they shoot my giant with a catapult, they kill my swordman with a giant. They're now moving in, they have 3 giants over here, and they get sawmills, and they get another freaking giant. The giant pushed their catapult too, by the way. So now we are slamming everything we can. We are trying to prevent them from sieging that, and we place immediate this park of fortune here, because we know we're gonna need it. And we get roads. We don't wanna get a giant here yet, because they might be able to siege it. They have 2 giants in range, swordman and a possible rider with roads, maybe 2 even. Wait, no, they're not having this rider because of this giant just on controlling. But if they kill this giant, they can use that rider. And we even put a rider here just to protect it. Yeah, they kill my giant. We are also sieging here, and boom, they siege. Now we have only 1 turn to survive here. We only have 1. They're suiciding all of their units. They're literally suiciding all of their units here. They're not even training anything in cap, because that cap is getting siege next turn. This is again looking very bad for me, but what can we do? Not very bad, because we can push a giant and siege the city next turn. So it's gonna be, we need to be very freaking precise right now, because we need to survive just 1 turn, 1 freaking turn, and then we can siege their capital, which is probably not gonna be unsiegeable, because they're suiciding so are we. We are suiciding all of our units here to protect the city, and they're suiciding all of these units to siege me. It's a race. We get roads, and we get that city, and with 1 road we connect 2 more cities and get a giant. Now there was a possibility of me getting another giant here if I got this lighthouse, so I get Eye of God, and with 1, 2, 3 more connections, I think I can get a giant. I think I did the calculations right. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, yep. And this forest Lamarhat is another giant. So I could have gotten another giant there just in case I needed it, but yeah, they quit because they were not able to siege here, and their capital is falling, and that's how you win. That's a crazy game. Please like and subscribe, and don't get rum tingled out there. See you all in the next one.